Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yep, audio's in.
Okay. So we were going to take the earpiece out. It's just weird. Certainly seems like it. I think a lot of people have been saying they've been having like weird times on YouTube, so.
Yeah.
So you know. It is a thing. Hello to everybody out there. Alright, so we're going to be talking about what it's like to move through the world as a woman. Does this sound okay with it like that?
Yeah, it sounds so good like that. It's a omnidirectional mic.
Okay. That's weird. Okay. So I'm not going to be able to see the screen, but Marcus has his screen over here, so. Alright, so today we are going to be talking about jogging and how dangerous jogging can be for a woman. So there are so many cases where women were out jogging and were attacked that I had a hard time, like, picking a few. There's one in particular that I wanted to talk about there. This woman's out for a job. She was training for... she was training for...
You want to change the show?
I think it was a marathon. Hold on. And she had just started going to self-defense tactics classes, thankfully. She took this defense class 3 weeks before the attack. Hey, Theater Vamp, how you doing? Jogging. Yeah, women who are jogging. It can be dangerous for us women to go jogging. Okay, so she was out for a run in Seattle, and she was attacked. She went into a public restroom. A guy came in after her, attacked her. She was wearing one of those, what are they called? The
Apple Watches?
It's a wristband. It's like a Fit something. It tracks your...
Oh, yeah, a Fit. Fitbit.
Is that what it's called?
I think it's called a Fitbit.
I don't even know. Anyway, she was wearing one of those, and, when she looked at her path after the attack, the movement of which showed her attack, and actually showed how she moved in this public restroom to get away from the guy as she was fighting him. It was turned into a t-shirt, actually, and I still want one of those t-shirts.
Oh, the map that,
Yeah. I showed that to you, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
That was pretty awesome.
Okay, so there's an article by ABC News. I know, right? Female, not a woman, but a female, jogger in Seattle uses self-defense tactics to fend off brutal assaults. A 36-year-old woman training for a marathon was 4 miles into what was supposed to be a 10-mile run through the popular Golden Gardens Park on Sunday when she was attacked by him. And it was pretty intense. And she kept screaming, "Not today, motherfucker." And it became her battle cry. I love this woman.
Yeah, that was the printed text on the shirt.
Yeah.
Along with.
Yep. And this was not just like a 5-second fight. It was a while. Like, apparently she hurt him fairly good. It's not saying here. But if I remember correctly, he was still there when the police came and they, nabbed him up. But, he has the attacker, Steiner, had an extensive history of assault against multiple women dating back to the 90s. But he was not in prison. But if you smoke a joint,
no bitch on me for life.
Yep. And here's another article from Catcalls to Murder: What women joggers face on every run. And this is talking about a guy who was going around college campuses, targeting women. He had a van, was taking photos of women. 600 miles away, a young man led police to the body of a woman who was laying in a cornfield. She had been out running, and he attacked her and killed her. So there was a survey done by a group. I can't remember the name of it now, and it doesn't say here. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. And there's another story, running while a woman. It should be. But in the survey, it revealed that 43% of women experienced harassment while running. Note that that number may be low because many women may not come forward and report being attacked or harassed while running. The number rises to 58% for women under 30. Just 4% of men reported the same. 30% of women said they'd been followed by a harasser on foot, by car, or on bike. A vast majority of these women said these fears led them to change their habits, to run only during the day, to change their routes, to carry pepper spray, or, in the case of 1% of women, to carry a loaded gun. You have to carry a gun to go on a run. Fun times.
Don't worry, Sherry, you're not late.
Hey, Sherry. Your videos are really cute, by the way. The little sounds they make while they're eating. Oh my goodness. And the poofy ones. The Swedes. They're so cute. So apparently there was a huge, when this survey came out, there was a huge response from male runners, a mix of support and scorn. Some called the claims ridiculous, while others said women just needed to learn how to protect themselves.
That's why they're carrying a gun.
And taking self-defense tactics courses. And
how
about men need to learn how not to attack women?
Sorry, new toy. She doesn't know what to think about it.
Okay. Even when they talk about murder, the question is, was she running alone? Yet again, the blame is shifted to the woman who is attacked and not to the man who did the attacking. Because obviously it's the woman's fault. Because, oh my God, she was running and she was a woman and she was breathing.
And she was wrong.
Oh my God. Miss Hamilton says, only now are people starting to say he shouldn't harass her. That should just be self-evident. But whatever. There's a growing awareness that women go through life with a very different experience than men, and that experience is a level of constant fear. It's a growing awareness for men. But us women, we all know this. And we keep telling them this. But I mean, I've had experiences with men I know where I tell them what it's like to be a woman, and they're like, no. And I'm like, do you want me to prove it? Because I can. We can go for a walk, and I can show you. Just walk behind me. Act like you're not with me, and watch what happens.
Take back about 10 feet.
Yeah, see what happens. Go to the grocery store with me.
Just walk around the block.
Yeah. Even if a man is just whistling to you or just saying something, you never know how far that may go and what it could escalate to. Yes, and we're going to get to that later in some other strains. We have to start in schools with boys, with young men, and really work on redefining masculinity. It's a harder ask. It's much easier to tell women not to go running by themselves than to tell men not to harass them. To that I say, fuck all that shit. That is some bullshit. And then they have a list of things, self-defense for runners, which it's all the things that women do anyway. We do these things anyway. We don't need, be aware of any individuals in your immediate vicinity.
Pay attention to the body language signals like eye contact and stance. Don't wear headphones. You might be alone or in a secluded area. Practice getting off the ground as quickly as possible. Take boxing or Muay Thai courses for the best set of applicable skills.
Krav Maga. Krav Maga will teach you how to gouge someone's eyeballs out. All right?
How to break their elbows, their knees.
How to shove your fingers up their nose and then break their nose and then do all kinds of other stuff. I'm just saying, it's gross, but worth knowing. Kyle Neal, 38, says he witnessed a situation in which a man was lurking around a woman who was running while listening to music. I confronted the man and everything de-escalated from there, but that was the first instance where I was like, this is an issue that I'd never noticed before. Since then, I've been hyper-aware. He didn't notice it before that.
Right.
It had to be a glaring thing directly in front of his face for him to realize it. But he probably had women talking about this over the years. He probably heard it.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't click.
You know what probably clicked it for him?
Huh?
It was probably, no judging at all here, but it was probably because it was a non-typical jogging-looking person being and acting very creepy and very suspicious.
Yeah, but they're not always really creepy and really suspicious.
I know, but the fact that this one was so obvious is what brought it to attention.
I mean, for us it might be really friggin' obvious, but for, a lot of the time men won't notice the things that we notice.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay,
Let me just go back to the part where form of winners where practice getting off the ground quickly as possible.
I mean, sometimes I can see it where being on the ground might be a good thing if you're kicking them in the nuts really, really hard. Like if you're, you know what I mean? But then, being on the ground is not a good thing.
No.
Really. I mean, you may be in a situation where you can't get up off the ground real quick.
Here's a better idea. If they knock you down, make sure you know how to take out your knife very quickly so if they hop on you, stab, 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 stab. Personal.
Here's the thing. How about men just stop fucking doing that shit?
Or that.
There you go. Just cut it out. No. Every woman has a street harassment story. just about every woman I know. I think there are like 5 or 6 women I just haven't had that conversation with yet.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond that, every single woman I know.
And it's probably not one. It's probably more than one. Chances are, by the time they're 16, there'll be too many to count on 2 hands. By the time they're 16, probably.
I was 8 the first time I had some random dude demand my phone number and.
Oh, the one in the mall?
No, this wasn't in the mall. This was down the street from me and my mom's house on Halloween. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I remember you talking about that.
Yep, that was fun. That wasn't scary at all. Okay. Right, so I can think of numerous other situations where women were attacked while running. In Michigan, in Flint, Michigan, there's a run path next to a river. And apparently, I'm trying to remember, I think it was 3 or 4 women were attacked. While running, or walking, or bicycling. And they found fishing wire strung across the path at one point. Yeah.
Hey, Tina.
Oh, you're in Michigan? Where are you at in Michigan? Hey, Tina. I still love that name. Tina's crazy. Like, I'm kind of jealous about that one. I like that. I'm actually from Michigan, so be some crazy people up there. I'm just saying.
That was a joke.
That was a joke? No, seriously.
I mean, I pointed at you.
Oh, well, that might be true. But I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm still on the fence about that. I could be. You used to? Message retracted? I have no idea what's going on right now.
She deleted her message.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there was, suburbs of Detroit, right on.
Yep.
Right. Washington sounds like a beautiful state, though.
Just like it because it's probably heavy overcast all the time.
Of course I do. That sounds like heaven to me. I wouldn't have to burn to a crisp every time I go outside.
Yeah, your sun allergies.
Grabbing the mail becomes a mission. But yeah,
That's
I've had several girlfriends who, while out running, are bicycling. Here in New Orleans, a lot of people bicycle.
Mm-hmm.
Now in the Flint suburbs, you're not in Flint. In the suburbs of Flint. No, you're not. What?
That's our hometown.
I'm born and raised in Flint, Michigan. Yes, I know. My family lives still in Burton and what was the other area? I can't remember. I think still Clio, Mount Morris. Maybe? I don't know.
I'm from New Orleans, born and raised. I know nothing about Michigan.
He's lucky.
Grambling.
Right on. Been there many times. Grambling?
Yeah.
Grambling?
See, the Cajun French people say Grambling.
If you did that out there, people would look at you like, what the fuck?
I'm from New Orleans, man. What you talking about? That's how we say Blanc on there.
At some point, I'd have to take him up to Michigan just to, give him some nice culture shock of how polite and cold people can be.
I will show you how to flavor food.
I mean...
You have to switch stories.
Ouch. People in Michigan we're weird. I'm normal. Because where I'm from, it's just how we are. Actually, New Orleans has rubbed off on me quite a bit. Last time I went up there, everyone was like, you have an accent. Both ways, yeah. Yeah. I was always confused how exactly to say that. I don't know. Because I would hear different ways from people up there. But yeah,
it's very subtle here.
Behind Whittier High School. Was it Whittier High School? the middle school, there was a run track for the track team, right? And a girlfriend of mine was out there running. She was on the track team and she was practicing. And two dudes got out of a van and were like coming toward her. And thankfully she realized, what was happening. That girl could run to hell and back and not even break a sweat. So she was just like, oh, bye. And she like ran over to my grandparents' house. Thankfully I was there. Like, that was creepy because as she's telling me this, I look down the street toward Mont Community College, and there's a van. They had followed her. She was like, what? I think we were like 14, 15 years old at the time. So, I mean, this is just a thing. It's a thing that women and girls have to deal with. And, I'm irritated. Every once in a while, I get messages from people. And one of these messages was something like, oh, women don't really have it as bad. You have it way easier than men do and all this and that. Just incel, whiny bitch man bullshit, right? So, yeah, this is going to end up being a weekly thing, and I'm going to make my points because women can't go jogging without fear of being attacked. You have to think about, do you want to go out at night when the risk goes way up? When it's cooler here in New Orleans, and it's better to go running at night, really, in the summer, especially. Or do you want to go to go running during the day when it's sweltering hot, and you're basically running through water, but you might be marginally safer, but only marginally, really.
That's absolutely right, yeah.
People don't understand that it doesn't matter how prepared you are for a situation. These situations occur faster than anyone. Yes, I'm going to end that because that is true. Mm-hmm. Which is why we are doing this series. Yes. I mean, back in the day, way back in the day, I used to go for jogs on occasion, and this was in Miami, Florida, and there was a woman attacked down there, and it was bad. And after that, a lot of the women that I knew who jogged kind of banded together, and it became this thing. You'd have 20 women running all together, and men would complain and be like, why are all these women running in the street and da-da-da-da together? Safety, idiots. That's why. So that just limits you even further because you got to make sure that there are other people who can go running with you. You can't just get off work and go for a run,
There are many, many places here you don't even want to walk near during the day. That's Washington.
Wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
I thought Washington was supposed to be somewhat safer. Oh, great. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems to be a thing that's happening all over the country. And quite frankly, from the statistics and things that I'm looking at, it seems to be getting worse. So I really think that the whole Me Too thing really needs to continue. But it needs to be more than just powerful wealthy man exploiting people in the workplace. It also needs to be like dude harassing women on the streets. There should be consequences for your actions, I know several women here who just walking to work from their car to their work or from their car to the mall. They're running errands, big friggin' deal, or gas station, I mean, it's to the point that I don't want to go for a walk with just me and baby girl because if something happens, she's 3. Like, she's so young that I would rather have Marcus or someone there with me. The possibilities are too scary. Which is sad because I love going for walks around New Orleans. But not if it's going to be a risk for baby girl, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Y'all want to share some of your stories? Because I know y'all probably have them. I mean, we all do. I kind of miss jogging. I wish I could. It was nice. It feels so good. So I'm gonna be doing a stream. It's just a makeup stream for Elsa. I'm not sure what day that's gonna be, but
I worked in Ann Arbor in my 30s, early 30s, and just going to the parking structure after work was so incredibly stressful.
Right. I worked at a retail store, and sometimes it would close at like 2, 3 in the morning, and there was like this alley from the back of the store to the front of the building that I had to walk through. Very poorly lit. Nothing but bushes and foliage on the one side, and then you got the wall. I would jog, and I can't run because my knees are not happy with that, but I would like jog from the back door to the front of the building with my taser in my hand because it was scary, you know, but I was the only woman working there, and none of the men thought anything of it. They didn't get it. It didn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there are times where places that I've worked have had to stay so close and we'd all have to go out through the back door, but all our vehicles are parked in the front of the building. I casually walk around to the front.
Right. See, we don't do that. There's nothing casual about that.
Right.
That is, what can the worst case scenario be, and how can I avoid it?
Right.
You know? When my 15-year-old was about 2, we were almost attacked at the Auburn Washington Supermall.
Yeah.
I'm also pretty street smart and book smart when I choose to. Yeah, right. Midday. Damn. Yeah. Not surprised. That's part of the reason I don't want to go for walks and stuff with baby girl without, other people. Because you just never know. So if it's just me and baby girl out for a walk, and somebody attacks me and I have to fight, if she runs off, she could run into traffic, or who knows what. Stuff of my nightmares. So I'm just like, screw it, we'll just stay home and wander around the backyard or something, We know everybody around here, so. But still, it's just so limiting. I would love to take her for a stroll down around the French Quarter and back and, window shop on Royal or whatever.
Yeah.
And just chill. But until she's older, I can't risk it, until she understands. And we have a safety plan for if something happens. Yeah.
And it's a shame that that's the way the world is, that you and many women around the world, around the U.S., feel that they can't leave the house without some form of protection.
Yeah, I'm to the point of, I used to always have a weapon because, worked in the security industry. I had to have it for work. But now I'm like, man, I don't work in that field anymore. But I'm thinking about getting my concealed carry back. I'm thinking it might be a good idea just to have something. Because you can be home, minding your business, and Richard Ramirez. And so many others. What are you doing? You are so cute, my baby. No, they're not off. You have sunglasses on, baby. You're silly. She's so cute. Oh my god.
That was a creepy song, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
I just wear my sunglasses at night so I can stare at you without you noticing. Creepy.
Stalker edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... Hey, Leanne, how you doing? We've been talking about what it's like to jog and be a woman. Scary. The woman you had to She was attacked in the public restroom, and the pattern of her fighting in the restroom was turned into a t-shirt. Gosh. Oh yeah, so hold on. I have to look at something right quick, because I was gonna... I can do it. I can do it!
You can breathe.
Maybe? Possibly.
Earlier?
I was gonna say, we are up to 108 subscribers, and our views have gone way up, and all of that good stuff.
We've officially surpassed 1,000 hours watched on the channel.
And we have actually butthurt some men who think that women just complain too much.
Namely, via speaks away.
No, it's other men too.
Well, namely, he's quoted you in a couple of his streams and whatnot. Like verbatim. We know he's watched our videos. Call it.
That's what I think of that. That's what I think of that. Go smoke some more weed. A different strain. You'll feel better.
Some sativa, bro. It'll calm you down.
Sativa?
Sativa.
Sativa. What is that?
It's a breed of weed.
Oh.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know these things.
They got indica and sativa. Indica is more of an upper, sativa is more of a downer, I believe. Yellow eyeshadow. Yeah.
I know, right? And it is like, bam, yellow. Like, I normally don't like yellow because it doesn't come out very well on me because I'm so freaking pale. But, as we know,
Color pops fade into hue.
Dude, this is some powerful, powerful stuff right here. This is like magic of some kind. Look at that. Look.
Here's the slogan for that palette. Fade into hue, fade into hue.
I don't know if they could do that, because that's actually a song. Mazzy Star.
Fade into hue, fade into you.
Fade into you is the name of the song.
No, it's the catch line.
Well, yeah, I mean, it pretty much melted into my skin, so that makes complete sense, but...
That isn't aggravating per se.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's not aggravating my skin. Also, we got, mascara from ColourPop. I have it on now. I have mascara on my lower lashes, which I never do.
Mm-hmm.
Because, ow.
But right now...
Nothing. Look. My eyes are not watering. I'm not sitting here like,
They're not red or irritated.
I think this is maybe how it's supposed to actually feel to have makeup on, where you're not in pain. So that is awesome. That is amazing. And they have brown mascara, which is an anomaly. If they keep with that brown stuff, I will be very happy. They also have red mascara, which I must have. Yes, I must have that at some point in my life. They have red, purple, blue. I'm all about it. Give me all the bright colors, please. So yeah, I actually, yesterday, I put on some of the orange and pink glitter, which, if you have sensitive skin, you know what I mean when I say you have to stay the hell away from that. I have it on right now in the yellow, no pain. So I can wear glitter on my eyelids. Yes, indeed.
Hey, cool.
Right on, thank you. Please keep up with the, what are they, hamsters or gerbils? The videos for the floof balls.
The fur babies.
They actually help me when I'm doing research. Oddly enough.
Also, if you have us on Twitter, send us a Discord link. Just message it to us.
Guinea pigs, right. Guinea pigs and ferrets.
My brain just wants to say guinea pigs.
What's a guinea pig?
It's a guinea pig, but I'm pronouncing it phonetically.
You're
Guinea.
weird. Okay, so yeah, alright, so see you soon too. I'll probably be streaming again tomorrow night. I need to start streaming every day, because there's a lot to say.
We need to figure out what Thursdays are, because we've got Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday planned out. You don't have Thursday, Monday, or Tuesday.
I know I can think of something because there's so much. Part
of me just wants to be like Thursday.
No, Prius Day maybe. Not a problem. Everyone should check out her videos. There's something calming about watching little guinea pigs just like eating green stuff. It's just, I don't know. And the noises they make, they're kind of hypnotizing.
Squeaky noises.
Yeah, it's it's like a little exclamation point on everything they say. Really, too cute.
I can't remember the sounds. I can't remember a lot of sounds.
They're constantly questioning. I don't know. Anyway, so yes. So, it's really irritating for me when I'm looking at these articles and all I'm seeing is a lot of, the use of the word female instead of woman. You have that going on. And then you got, a lot of blame shifting. So shifting the blame away from men directly toward women when it's the man who is actually attacking women. The woman's just out for a job. That does not mean that she's just there for whatever a man wants to do. Okay, so here's a Wikipedia list of people killed while running. Alright. So, 1987, Kalamazoo, Michigan. Woman. 1995, Pennsylvania. 97, Friendswood, Texas. 2002, Washington, D.C. 2007, London. 2009, Vancouver, British Columbia. 2009, I'm not going to be able to say that right.
Fajardo, Puerto Rico.
Okay. October 2013, Westerville, Ohio. 2010, Phoenix, Arizona. 2012, Raytown, Missouri. 2013, Duncan, Oklahoma. 2013, Warwick, Rhode Island. 2014, Simsbury, Connecticut. 2016, Michigan, Rose Township, Michigan. 2016, New York City. 2016, Princeton, Massachusetts. 2017, Haute Seine, France. 2018, Brooklyn, Iowa. 2018, Washington, D.C. 2018, El Campillo?
Campillo.
I always forget those two L's, yeah. 2019, Jersey City, New Jersey. 2019, Crete, Greece. 2020, Satilla Shores, Georgia?
Yep.
Okay. Having a speech impediment can be a pain in the ass. 2020, Plano, Texas. 2020, Newport, Arkansas. 2020, Johannesburg, South Africa. Now, this list, I do believe, is incomplete because there are jurisdictions that don't report those things. Just bear that in mind.
Another important thing to take note of that is if you're paying attention to the years, it's increased over the years.
Yeah.
On top of that, that's not counting how many people were abducted.
Yeah, and that's not counting people who were attacked and didn't report, or who were just harassed and didn't report. So that's just people who were killed. But that list could be longer. There could be more to it. There are jurisdictions who really don't take the murders of women seriously, and countries. Does not matter what a woman wears, never dress. Nope, you are correct.
Siblings in Kalamazoo.
Right on. I'm from Flint, Michigan, so I've been to Kalamazoo a bunch of times. We used to do parades there. We did parades all over the place, but
Tina is Washington. Tina is Washington.
There's been a few jogger women killed here, but none show up on that list. See what I'm saying? I figured it was a incomplete list because I was like, there's no way that's that low. Because I have read of many. Like, what area are you talking about, Tina?
Where she lives.
Yeah. Sammamish? Sammamish.
For me to pronounce.
It sounds indigenous to me.
I'm gonna Google that. Google is your friend.
Yeah, so we got me some of this from ColourPop as well as Lux lip oil. This is crack. Right here.
Oh, Sammamish was a city in Washington State.
Oh, we're saying it right. Right on. Yay! I feel like I won an award or something. Yeah, it was actually, when I was researching this, I was trying to look for a better list, like, that gave more information, like, how these people were, like, what was going on. I didn't find anything that, like, gave you any kind of context for each of the cases. Like, I heard of 3 or 4 cases where the woman was jogging and it was an ex who, committed the offense. So domestic violence can be part of the equation when a woman is jogging and she is attacked. But quite often it seems like it's more that women are attacked by strangers when they're jogging. Not always, but,
I don't know why I reminded of a story.
What?
There was a man who apparently was Reddit post from explaining a story about why her mother-in-law kept poisoning her, and she wound up thanking him for it in the end. Because her husband, the son, had previously killed 3 of his wives to get the insurance money.
Okay, I don't want to bring that up here without the person's permission.
Sure.
Like, damn, that's messed up. Okay. Wow. He didn't go after joggers, but my mom's son. Wait, what?
The Green River Killer.
I would shake your mom's hand right now if I could, because that dude, oh Lord. I will be talking about him at some point on a video. That is dark research, I tell you. I don't know if she would have the actual original arrest warrant. That would probably be in with the records and all that stuff. But yeah, that's some shit right there now. That dude was no joke. There's a reason that I started doing live streams, and it was to take a break from doing the research. It's baby shark time. Yeah, Gary. Yeah, he was. And that's another one where he got away with it way longer than he should have, but Oh my gosh, I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I think she's serenading all of you. Princess Shark. She's so cute. Didn't keep any of that. Yeah, I mean, stuff like that usually goes in records, though. So, but then too, I don't know. That dude, I don't know if I'd even want anything that he wrote on or whatever. Like,
There are people who are all about getting stuff from famous heroes.
You have one in your group that
Yeah.
Lord. It's a little bit creepy. I don't even understand.
No judgment, bro. If you wind up watching this, no judgment.
It is a little bit creepy. I don't know. But yeah, so on Wednesdays, I'll be doing, I already have like a couple tabs pulled up for next week. Just sitting here waiting. What is this one? Oh, this is it. Okay. So yeah, it's insane how much women really have to regulate and think about and consider how we move through the world and what risk we might be at just for going up to the gas station to grab a gallon of milk at night. You know, if Marcus is asleep, I have to think about it. I'm like, do I really want to do that? Can I just wait until he wakes up?
That happens once every 3 months, and it's always a horror story whenever I wake up.
Yeah, and to the point of being like, just no. Either that or just punching people in the throat.
Which tax order did.
He doesn't deserve our tax dollars keeping him safe for sure. Is he still alive?
Probably.
That's a dude who deserves just so many things he deserves. Living easy ain't one of them. Also, note for any people who apparently were butthurt by the open letter to the SA apologists. I don't care. Just not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
No, there will be no sorry. No. Sorry was not gonna... It's just no. Nope. Not sorry.
Not sorry that we're not sorry.
This is kind of weird, but kind of good.
I'm sure.
It's like I'm smoking a cell phone.
I don't know how to respond to that one.
Yeah, so everything's going really good with the channel. Thank everyone who has been sharing this and getting the word out there. I really appreciate it. We had some really good feedback.
Mm-hmm.
More than likely, the next stream I do is going to be a makeup stream for Elsa. So
everybody makes fun of me for having my keys up before I leave somewhere. I keep my longest key between my two longest fingers.
You gotta be careful with that though, because you can actually break your own fingers. Like if you actually punch someone with that. But you will make your point.
Literally.
Like, it's, you're not, people make fun of you, but here's the reality. I have no idea how many calls so in the sheriff's department, we would work in the courthouse, but we'd also patrol the French Quarter and the Marigny. So it was like 7th, 8th district. And we'd go on other calls at other places if needed. And I lost track of how many calls we were on where a woman was walking home from work, or to work, or just walking, or bicycling, or jogging, or just breathing while being a woman. And was, attacked because woman.
Just standing outside of her house.
I don't even know. And I really think they should be marked as a hate crime. Because you're being targeted because you're a woman, and that is the definition of a hate crime.
Mm-hmm.
And that is actually, if you're a woman and you're attacked because you're a woman, that is, in fact, a hate crime.
Specific demographic.
Yep. You have conversations others are uncomfortable to have. Keep it up. Well, I mean, it is out of frustration and irritation, and I'm done being polite. That is what this is. Like, I reached a level of impatience that I really don't want to go to the grocery store without Marcus or someone else with me, because I might actually hurt someone. I've just reached that point. Because it's like, Well, the last time Marcus and I went to the grocery store, I forgot to grab cinnamon, right? So I go down that aisle to grab some cinnamon. Marcus and baby girl are in line. It's Wally World, so the line is like 50 million miles long, right? I'm like, I have enough time. So I run over there. I'm trying to find the cinnamon, which is like low on the shelf behind something else. So I'm searching, and this guy goes barreling through the aisle. It's all women down through there. We all have to jump out of his way because we're in his way, right? He parks his buggy. He goes from one end of the aisle to the other and parks his buggy over here. Sometimes.
This is the Walmart story from last week?
Yeah. Then he comes over to where I am, where I'm about to reach for the cinnamon that I finally found. He lowers himself down to grab something, and then he gets between me and the shelf, and I'm like right by the shelf, right? So there's only maybe that much space. Enough space for his head. Then he turns his head towards my crotch. I jumped back. Instead of kneeing him in the face, which is what I should have done, I should have just kneed his ass in the fucking face. Mm-hmm. I jumped back, put my hands on my hips, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And the other women are standing there looking, and, you know, one woman's like, that's disgraceful. Like, it's obvious to all the women there what he's doing. You know what I mean? And he didn't invade my space once or twice. It was 3 times. He was invading my space. And he felt perfectly, like that was perfectly acceptable behavior for him to do to a woman.
Like he was entitled to.
He's entitled to pain if he's going to behave that way. That's the point I have come to now. So I think it's better for me to verbally vent and get everything, all the frustration out like this, than to get physical and possibly catch a charge. Because you know they're going to be like, oh, well, he was just grocery shopping. No, that motherfucker tried to put his face in my groin, is what he was doing. Mm-hmm. And that's just standard. So now I realize that I can't even walk around a grocery store, leaving his side for a second. Really? I don't accept that. I don't think that women should have to have a man by their side, like we're back in the 1900s or something. You know, you have to have a chaperone to leave your house. No, fuck all that shit. The year is 2021. Men need to stop invading women's space. You know, men need to stop barreling down through wherever and just expecting women to jump out of the way. I mean, right.
Yeah.
I mean,
boys will be boys is never an acceptable excuse.
No. Screaming cuss words can work, but also that can backfire too, though. You never know.
It backfired on me as a young man trying to stand up to boys in school.
Yeah. I mean,
I got in trouble because I responded to instigation. Verbal stuff. Not even swear, just curse words. Just curse words.
That's bullshit.
Leave me the fuck alone. And I got in trouble.
The saying boys will be boys is never been acceptable to me. No, it's not. And especially, like, now things are getting really out of hand. For more and more women I know are having more and more problems just daily, you know? So, you know, when people, you know, if people have comments or whatever and they're all butthurt and like, oh, I just don't even care. My level of not caring has reached, like, I didn't think it could get lower, but it has. like, because I have 2 daughters, you know? I now have an 18-year-old. Yeah, and, you know, baby girl's 3. What kind of life is she gonna have? Free range parenting, I don't even know what that is.
When your kid do whatever the heck they want without really any kind of information.
Oh, hell no. You can't let your eyes off your kid for a second, man. I don't.
Concept of free bleeding. Just do whatever.
Just not even. talk about that. Ew.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. My nephew did that too, Marcus. He was defending someone in the school called me because he used a cuss word. Well, whoop did you? Maybe the bully shouldn't be bullying. You go after the good kid, punish the good kid, and what? How does that make any kind of sense? That makes no sense whatsoever. But I'm not surprised. Schools. It seems like schools have everything flipped around backwards from how it should be. You know what I mean?
It's because the person who finally makes a stand after they've been pushed so hard is the one who makes the most obvious breaking of the rules. That's what I had to do. Because they broke the obvious rule.
Well, things shouldn't even have got to that point. If one kid is bullying other children, that child who is bullying has a problem and should be corrected. Like there should be, action taken.
Yeah, that's why a lot of kids don't speak up about it. That's why they speak up about it.
Obviously. I mean, we had bullies in my school, and around that time, Flint was, all the jobs were disappearing. There was a lot of bad stuff happening, and I sent my bully in junior high to the ER from school. Kept grabbing my boobs. That is sexual assault.
Mm-hmm.
And he got...
Beautiful.
That taught him that lesson, huh?
Good job, Tina.
Hopefully he learned from it.
I hope so. Hopefully this king blood for a week.
Yeah. Least. At my school, I was just going to say, there are teachers who bully too, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lord. Mm-hmm. When adults bully children, that is just pathetic. When I was in school, there was a kid, I'm not going to say his name, but one of my girlfriends had big, giant knockers, okay? And he picked her up off the floor by her boobs, sent her to the hospital. He didn't get into trouble with the teachers and whatnot, but he did get in trouble with me. That was my breaking point. That was like, okay, it's on.
He fell down a flight of stairs a couple times.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he did.
I don't know how it happened.
And it wasn't just me. It was a bunch of the people who were in the hallway and saw that happen. He had to move to another school because us kids, we were like, no. Because the teachers, the principal, they didn't do anything to him. Mm-hmm. They knew what happened. They're like, oh, well, boys will be boys, whatever.
Yeah, at least you got in-school suspension.
His parents transferred him schools, never saw him again. Good.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't even got suspension. You were defending yourself from being sexually assaulted. He should have caught a charge, is what should have happened.
Yeah.
Teachers manipulating their students. That's part of the reason I almost want to homeschool baby girl, because here in New Orleans, all the schools are privatized. So they don't have to do background checks on teachers, staff, whatever. Who knows who could be. There was a janitor, if I'm not mistaken, who was like a repeat offender against children. And they're like, oh, well, No.
Something about private schools.
Huh?
Let me say something about private schools. The private school that I went to for 3 years, the dean, who became the principal before coming to the school and working, was fired from working at another school for embezzling money.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah.
Why would they?
Because it was a Christian private school. Second
Okay.
chances. He was a member of the church.
Is that like the? Oh my god. The school knew what was going on, and he was leaving bruises on me. Jesus.
He was lucky all he got was nothing.
That's abuse, and that's that. If you don't catch, especially young males, if you don't catch them young and educate them on proper behavior and all that, they become offenders later on. It just it becomes a thing. There's been very little movement towards bullies in school. I know they talk a good game, but it's nothing real. The Federal Way School District is known for cover-ups. Jesus.
And now, with the surgence of the internet and everything, cyberbullying is what they're all turning to now. So really, the in-school physical bullying that you see that is another major issue is all being put on the side to focus on cyberbullying.
I mean, they need to focus on both in real life and cyberbullying. It just...
I understand. I think cyberbullying, by all means, yes, cyberbullying put a stop to that shit. But at the same time, like, make sure you're giving appropriate attention to physical bullying at school.
Yeah. Well, you know, what Tina's crazy life was going through, that's straight up sexual assault and physical abuse. Yeah. And that kid, I guarantee you, right now, is still doing that shit.
What?
You know, without extensive therapy and, like, retraining on, like, how to behave in the world, they don't stop. It just gets worse. That guy who did that to my girlfriend, he's in prison now for multiple counts against women.
Mm-hmm. They both have gone to juvenile correction detention centers.
Your coach from high school. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in real life, bullying is just as bad as cyberbullying. I mean, they're both bad. You know, like, I don't know. But yeah, I was bullied from really probably the last 2 years of elementary school on. Like, I hated school.
That's me.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, I was bullied from early elementary school.
Mm-hmm.
Like, right after kindergarten, because I was a new kid almost every year.
It taught you weren't allowed to stand up for yourself. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. You are allowed to stand up for yourself. And that's why that's why I keep saying Krav Maga. If all of us women step up and decide that we are changing this society, it will change. Like, basically, if we don't give men a choice, she's laughing, and she kind of sings on me.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. She's been singing at me all day, and it is the cutest thing. She also is acting like she's had candy, and she hasn't since, like, noon, like 12:30. So. But, yeah, alright, so Wednesdays, Women's Wednesdays, we're gonna be talking about what it's like to move through the world as a woman. High school was when I first started wanting to not be alive. Most days I'm better, but I'm almost 38 and still struggle. Yeah, it took me a while to get over the bullying as well. Like, I have scars all over my face, and those kids were not nice about it. And yes, it does have lasting effects. I kind of went the opposite direction of thinking that I couldn't stand up for myself. I felt like the only thing I could do was stand up for myself. Because in Flint, things got bad when I was in probably junior high school. It was when it really got bad. Oh, hey, Sherry.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I have tabs. I have all of the tabs open. Like, for next Wednesday, I already got it covered. You know, a lot of the feedback I'm getting is really positive. It's really good. Women and men are, queer people, what have you, are, are all really excited about what I'm doing. So that's great. But every once in a while, I'll get a message from, some manly man who's like, but men, women are evil. Flint can be a tough area. That's an understatement. Oh my god. Last time I went back there to visit the school I went to Homedale Elementary. That's gone. It is gone. The building does not exist anymore. The house I lived in, gone. Like, much of my neighborhood is gone. Like, I got in trouble no matter what I did, and Mom always just said, suck it up. Wow.
Yep.
That sounds like you were targeted. I was targeted by, one of my teachers. I didn't know it at the time, but basically she was in a cult, and she did not like the fact that I, am pagan, and have been for much of my life.
Is this the one that didn't like your mom because she was a biker?
No, it's a different teacher.
Some teachers
Yeah.
were against you.
Yeah. No, so many good ones that were for me as well, though.
Sure.
A lot of really good teachers, but this one, if I sneezed, she would try to give me detention. I'm not even kidding. Like, it got to the point the principal pulled me from her class and put me in a different class. Like, it was that bad. Literally, I sneezed one time. I had a cold, and I sneezed, and she sent me to the principal's office, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I was the one kid in her class who was actually participating and really into that class because it was a journalism class, and she actually tracked me down on Facebook at one point and apologized to me and told me other things I didn't know about that she tried to do. Yeah.
I guess she got out of that cold.
Yeah, she did.
Sounds good. Colds are bad.
But she expected me to accept her apology, and I was like, you took something that was my one escape from hell, and you made it even worse. So you're going to have to deal with that on your own.
I can empathize with that. I actually walked out of my chemistry teacher's class one day because you took my sketchbook.
Wow.
My sketchbook was how I felt it.
Well, I mean, this teacher was merciless, and I was like, look, in my religion, it's not up to me to forgive you. So don't come to me looking for forgiveness. You're going to have to work on that yourself. Yourself.
I may have already mentioned it. I was bullied in school. I'm not whining about it because I think it actually affected me in a good way as far as being an adult. And my bully apologized to me in 9th grade.
Yeah.
It was from 5th grade till 9th grade. In the 9th grade, she apologized in my yearbook when we were passing out the yearbooks around.
I just remembered I had a bully steal my yearbook. Gosh, bitch. Yeah, I mean, I guess in a way the bullying kind of made me stronger. It made me to where I will confront people. Like, I have no problem calling a person out at all. It doesn't, like, some people get nervous with confrontation. I don't. I jump in the ring. So.
I've had something with her kicking me in the shin when she was putting me in the back at my locker. She never spoke to me again. That was amazing.
Wow.
Oh, you kicked her in the shin when she was poking you in the back. Oh,
right on.
Yeah, stand up for yourself, yeah.
Shin kicks like that hurt. They do. Especially if you get it just right. You can put a person up doing that.
There was this teacher who was my uncle's teacher too. He would literally put his entire body up against mine. I'd back up for space. I think he's dead.
I kind of hope he's dead now.
Because if he's still doing that to students,
that is wrong.
Oh, that's good. We figured it out. Yeah, we put the pieces together.
We already know about the auto check for you. We got it. I think we have it down to a science.
Yeah, we're pretty good at it.
Yeah, that's not right. That is not right. I'm gonna do a live stream about a teacher. Anyone who's in Michigan at the time might have seen. Well, I don't know if it was in the news there. My mom brought up there was a thing that happened with a teacher in my school, and I have to see if I can find the articles that were in the news about it.
I just wondering.
Yeah, that was a thing. That was some shit. When Grandpa got involved with shit at the school, shit was real. Like,
Also gave me compassion for that person. She was not from a good home.
Right. I mean, a lot of the time, in my school at least, it was the other way around. It was the kids who were from the good homes, usually, who were the bullies.
Mm-hmm.
Which is weird. Not always, but... Yeah. Not always, but, you know, a lot of the time.
70s clock.
Oh, those were weapons. I remember those.
That's the equivalent of a Latina shotgun.
Worse. They were worse. They're like blocks of fucking wood.
Comparatively now, like, that's the threat value. That's the threat value. You see a Hispanic woman take off her shotgun and come chasing after you, run.
Run. Just run.
Don't stop.
Be afraid.
Be very
That one time when your abuela started getting kind of not happy with, I can't remember who it was.
Dad.
I was like, oh, shit. Do I walk out of the room gracefully? Like, how do I handle this?
Well, she took off her shotgun and slapped him on the knee.
Yeah.
That was funny.
I excuse my mom stuff due to her past.
Yeah, rich kid too. The school district seeing my dad on a first name basis. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Dropped out of high school.
I had to switch from Flint Central High to the adult high school, which had better curriculum. So I was like all for it because it was just better. Because I was like, I'm gonna end up in trouble if I don't, you know. What, baby?
That's my mommy.
Yes, I am your mommy. You're my baby.
Oh, my mommy.
You want your mommy?
Yes.
I know.
He's streaming right now.
Do you want to come over here?
Yes.
You have to come around the desk.
Come on.
So we have been dealing with some separation anxiety. If I'm not in the room, she gets upset. So.
Say mom's that?
Yes.
You gonna say hi?
Hi.
I'm sorry to hear that, Tina. I mean...
Jokes are never the answer.
Hi.
Well, I mean, but sometimes that pain is so hard on people that, you know...
Yeah.
Mommy?
What?
This is strawberry baksu.
The strawberry baksu, we ate all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, we ate all of it. The box is over there, though.
Ew, a baksu.
Here's a new co-host. Hello.
Yeah.
Leanne says hi. You want to say hi?
Hi.
Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
How old are you now? Can you tell everybody?
Mommy, I'm older.
Yes, you are.
How old are you, though?
I'm Messina.
Yeah, how old are you?
Messina.
Are you 3?
Now.
No.
Yes.
You're 3.
This.
No, you're not 5. Yet. You'll get there. She's actually in my Facebook contacts and has an adult advanced advocate against bullying. I remember you saying that she's an advocate against bullying. I guess, I mean, maybe if she learned, you know, from that to turn that into something positive. What?
Tina's a volunteer firefighter.
Right on.
Thank you for your service. Coming from a military veteran.
If I wasn't such a tiny human being, I would think about doing that, but I am very small. What? What's the matter? Oh, well, I will cuddle with you in just a little bit, I promise, okay? I'm not sitting on the couch cuddling with baby girl. Yeah, I mean, and a lot of the time people who bully are actually, bullies themselves. So, they learn it from somewhere, right? I don't have muscle emojis. Are there muscle emojis? I don't even know. That'll be a thing later if we ever have like our own emojis, have like the whole, thing. 3 something? I don't know what that means. 5'6" and oh right. I'm 5'6" and I don't know how much I weigh. But I'm actually rather thin because thyroids are weird. And also working out seems to be a thing in the past right now, so. But yeah, oh, we have 7 people in here, right, huh?
Yay!
I feel like I should know what that means as well, but I don't know what that means.
What?
No idea. The 3, all the 3s. Are they 3s? Yeah, they're 3s. I don't know what that means. Oh, see, there's a muscle. There's a muscle. Yeah. Maybe it's only on the phone.
No, it's still 3s. She meant to put greater than 3s, which means hearts.
Wow, we are kind of behind.
A bit. Yeah. Firefighter, 5'6", 130 with fibromyalgia.
Right? I only know because having surgery next week and had pre-op yesterday. Surgery. I had surgery on my mouth. So in the first episodes, if you go back and look at the first episode, you can see that the whole bottom part of my mouth and my face is swollen, and that's why. Like, Jesus. Oh, the phone's emoji section, right. Everyone has muscle but me. That's how I feel right now. I used to be all muscle, but not at the moment.
Oh, the hearts? Oh, 3, because she's 3. Okay.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah, sometimes she'll do the 3 thing, and then other times she's like, nope.
I need to get free weights. I kind of missed it doing the curls.
Yeah,
and the
I do too.
lifts.
I do too. I like the smaller dumbbells.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. We have those, no, we have the resistance bands.
Oh, yeah.
I want to start using those.
Not the same though.
Yeah. There's something about a physical
Weight.
Yeah. I really do want to get back into like lifting weights and also training in Krav Maga, because Krav Maga is where it's at. That, no joke. You can fuck a dude up with that. And I have. My dad still brags about the one time.
When you hit the guy through a wall? Or are you talking about the concert?
Yes. Both.
Concert.
Yes. Both. Yes. The concert is the big one he brags about, but he also brags about the other one too. Because his friends saw that, so then,
Yeah. I wish we got those on video. That would have been nice.
Shoot. Well, the one thing was on video, and I was terrified. I'm like, I'm gonna catch a charge.
Security guys?
Yes, and like, my life is over. I'm going to prison. That was scary. Yeah, yeah, there are some really good videos on YouTube. There's also a lot of trash. Having trained in Krav Maga, maybe I'll go through and look at some of the videos I've been watching and kind of suggest stuff, because some of these teachers are just full of it.
Like the fake master martial artists who like barely touch somebody and they go flying away to the actual.
The one guy said he was teaching Krav Maga, and I'm like, I don't know where you got this from, but what? Like, all right, dude, maybe you had a couple classes and now you know everything, but no.
There's a time when you spider going on to these fake martial artists and like practically kicking these master martial
Yeah.
arts and kicking their butts.
There are a few fighters who will do that. They'll go around and they go, really? Really? That's what the whole challenging thing is about.
Mm-hmm. Props to them.
Flying away, not normal. Yeah, no crouching tiger, hidden dragon stuff. Just, Jesus. I might have to do that for I don't know, next Wednesday I'll do that. I'll have a couple, maybe link a couple videos or whatever. I know the woman who originally began training me, she moved back to Israel, so I don't know if she even does videos, but,
really is correct for you, isn't it?
it is, yes. Yeah, but she was smaller than me. She's like 5'2", tiny. I would not have wanted to make her angry. It was a life's mission just to.
I say this as a compliment, not an insult.
No, she was actively fucking scary. The men in the classes who I was like, dude, man, really seriously, don't. From physical therapy right on. Yeah, there are actually some really good, because of the pandemic, you have some videos on now that are actually really good. But with that, I don't want to be kind of practicing with baby girl right there, because it's one of those forms that it's hard to slow it down and be careful with it, if that makes sense. Like,
you have to practice full speed, full force to get the muscles in the body memorized to the emotions.
No, you can slow it down. You just have to. It's intense. But yeah.
See.
What?
See.
Yeah. But I do want her to start learning self-defense stuff as soon as. Well, I mean, she's old enough now, I think. Just have to teach her not to hurt me and her dad and her sister.
There are times.
What do you mean there are times?
Where she really hurts me.
I love you.
I love you too.
I mean, I have taught her a few things, but we just have to get her to understand that you only do that to people who are trying to hurt you. Kind of thing. So.
And not have her try them on me.
I look at a bunch of different videos and then out together what works for me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's also, there's something about going to a location and having that camaraderie in a group of people, and I don't know, I kind of miss that.
Yeah. I kind of miss that about the military.
Yeah, I liked the classes. There was the one school, it was almost all women there. There were one or two men. So it was just that feminine, it was nice. The 15-year-old was about 3 when she started trying to lift weights with me. Oh, that's cute. That is so cute. Yeah, I'm trying to get baby girl into yoga, but she still bounces around. But she uses me as a jungle gym while I'm, So it just makes it more interesting and more of a workout, really, for me. So that's good. I don't mind. Yeah, she's actually started doing some of the, what are they called, poses? I don't remember. But she started doing some of them with me here recently, so that's cool. My 15-year-old was I just read that. Jesus.
I don't have a gym near me. There's at least an hour drive away.
Oh, wow.
Hour and a half away. Holy crap.
I wouldn't mind that. I kind of wouldn't mind living out in the middle of nowhere. But when it's nice out, I have a whole forest. I envy you. And you don't have insects that are actually aliens from another planet. Like we have here. in Louisiana.
Oh, you're talking about the mosquitoes?
It's not just the mosquitoes. Okay, y'all got some weird, like, I don't even understand the insects that are here.
I've only seen one, and then only one, and never again.
What?
A very weird looking insect. Ever seen Cell from Dragon Ball Z? Like the original, like, dust like came out of. Like that. It's very, very little terrifying. That's cute.
I've seen all kinds of. I don't even want to go out in the forest here. I'm just saying.
Mount Rainier.
I live out in the boondocks. Mount Rainier. I've heard of Mount Rainier before.
Mm-hmm.
I used to live out in the boondocks, and I kind of loved it. I'm
I used to live 5-minute drive from the bayou.
I'm either a out in the forest, leave me alone kind of person, or I'm in the city, leave me alone kind of person. It's, you know.
It's weeding through the crowds of people.
No, I'd rather not. Yeah, I'd rather, like, have, I don't know, a bunch of rescued animals or something.
Bears, cougars, and such. Sounds like fun.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Bears are scary.
Bag above head and yell. If there's only one. If there's more, run.
What, with a bear?
Mm-hmm.
Put your head between your butt cheeks and pray for the best is what you should really do. My son manages a plant fitness.
Need to get my butt out there because as long as he's working here, I can get it.
Yeah. Uptick in cats here.
Cats are good.
I'm nursing a kitty right now that was attacked by something. Oh, baby.
He has a big abscess. Patty cake bakers, man.
Yeah, up until maybe 5 years ago, I was basically like a cat rescue in the house. And the 2 cats we have right now are rescues.
I found one on the street after a hard freeze when she was only, 4 weeks old?
Yeah, I'm surprised she survived that. I don't even understand.
We gave her like a little shot to help clear out her lungs like every day.
Yeah, she's
Did not like it.
tough kitty.
Oh yeah.
We had a bear try to get one of my cats through my. Ooh. Damn. The wild kind. Right on. Yeah, when you consider that humans are, with lockdown and everything, that means that wildlife is going to be out there more. And in a way, I'm kind of all for it because humans have encroached upon their homes so much that it's going to happen. You know what I mean?
We need a counter for how many times she puts that on an episode.
It's so good.
I swear, if I catch you like in a recording putting that on, I'm going to start a counter. I'm going to teach myself how to make a counter.
Do not take a shot for every time I do this because you might die.
Take like a sip of a beer, maybe.
Yeah, right. Here also for Wildcats neighbors. Take them out when they mess with my stuff. Man, I don't know if I agree with that. I get it that they don't want to lose their livestock, but you're in their home with your livestock, so I don't know. Tomorrow's Thursday, right? I'm gonna do a live stream for Elsa.
Okay. Makeup Thursdays?
Yeah, maybe. We can talk about other stuff too. A dab each time.
I had to teach her what that was about 3 weeks ago.
I was like, what? Dab what? Perfume?
Dabbing on them haters.
What? I don't know all of the lingo.
There are things you know that I don't.
That's true.
We make up for each other's weaknesses.
Mm-hmm. I teach her that Hannibal Lecter is not, in fact, a real person.
Yeah.
Thank God.
I thought Hannibal Lecter was a real person for several years. I thought pescatarian and Presbyterian were the same thing for my entire life. I think so. About a year ago, I told you about this because I figured it out while I was driving Uber and Lyft. 2 years ago.
Well, Can't know everything.
Nope.
I mean, up in Flint, one of my girlfriends actually found a Black Panther cub in, I think it was Kersley Park. And she was like, how? And they ended up keeping the cub until it got bigger, and I think it went to a zoo or something. How that happened, I have no idea.
Probably got too expensive to feed.
They're not. You
Not
cannot domesticate them.
Big kids.
It's not safe. I love all animals. I would probably die trying to hug a bear. Yeah, bears can be...
Them boys are big on their hind legs.
Not the nicest of creatures.
Grizzly stands at like 12 feet also.
What, up in the UP, a friend of mine had like a lodge or whatever, like his whole family basically bought a lodge together, and we would go out there and they would have like colonies of bears basically come and eat and hang out, and I was like, I am tiny. Around here, livestock is their money for the year, though. Also, it's a hard one. Yeah, I get that. Oh, she is tired. So we're gonna have to go pretty soon. She did not want to take a nap today at all. So she probably needs like bath time and bedtime and all that good stuff. But I will be back. I'm thinking tomorrow. Elsa has been kind of wanting more makeup talked about. So for anyone new here, we have a subscriber who is going through it. Michigan Panthers, right on. And I talk about makeup for her and for anyone else who's in a domestic violence situation. And sometimes in domestic violence, you'll have a thing called defeminization, where they're not allowed to wear makeup. Not allowed, right? It'll cause an argument or whatever. So we just got this for me. It is this ColourPop Luxe Liquid Lip Oil.
Mm-hmm.
And this stuff is manna. Like, this stuff is so good. Like, since I opened it, I have been putting out lots of sightings. Really? Really? I didn't know that.
Not surprised.
I don't know why, I thought that the panthers, like big cats, were extinct in Michigan. I didn't think there were any.
There's some in Louisiana, too. Bears, panthers, coyotes, cougars.
I know, coyotes and alligators.
We got bears, panthers, and cougars, too.
Right.
I understand this topic also.
Yeah, that's why probably tomorrow we'll do a special episode for Elsa, just like a makeup and other stuff. I might, because a lot of the older episodes people might not go back and watch, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to reintroduce some of those topics where I can.
I have an idea, and chat, let me know what you think. If she does her makeup from like clean palette to completion here on stream.
Okay, but you're never gonna see me without my eyebrows did. That's just because my eyebrows are gray. Like, they're completely gray. You can't even see I have eyebrows.
What do you guys think? Yes? And you have to promise only eyebrows. The rest of it you have to do on stream.
Well, I don't know if I would do mascara on stream though, because that is just, I feel like that would be boring.
You can go out there and talk with the people who support us, and we're supporting them at the same time.
Leanne, as long as the internet works this time.
Yes.
Right? Jesus, I tried that before and it did not work out right. With the first time it did, kind of. Second time, not so much. Not lately.
Oh, not lately. Not lately what? What is that reference to?
I'm not sure.
Oh, lots of sightings now.
Oh, right.
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay.
I kind of, sort of, sometimes miss living in Michigan because the forests up there are just magical. And they don't have alien insects running around that want to kill you and eat you.
But you don't like the cold.
Mm-mm.
I love the cold.
I mean, I would be hibernating for a large chunk of the year. I am not a cold weather person. I did my time, is what I like to say.
I did 3 months.
Fuck all of that.
And I busted my hip and leg.
Good lord. It gets so cold in Michigan that, but it's that dry cold. I don't know which is worse.
What cold?
I don't know. But the snow. And then you get snowed in your house, and then good luck driving anywhere. If you hit a patch of ice, you're screwed.
I remember going up to Fort Sill, Oklahoma for basic training in the Army, and it was below freezing, high wind, snow was falling down. I was in nothing but, PT shorts, a short sleeve shirt, a beanie, ankle socks, and tennis shoes.
I would die.
It was cold, but I felt great.
You are insane. I would, no.
That was day one.
Have hubby talk when you do that mascara. That's true. I want to poke an eye out. The next thing we're going to order from ColourPop is...
More of the crack stuff?
I need some of that fucking eyeliner. Is what I need.
Okay.
Man, oh my god. Dude. If I can wear the eyeliner and it doesn't hurt my eyes, they will hear me screaming all the way in California. Alright? That would be a huge win for me. I have makeup I can use and my face doesn't hurt. Okay, so I've had the mascara on for several hours now. And I don't feel it.
Just no pain, no irritation, itching.
My eyes aren't watering, nothing. You can actually see that I have lashes on the bottoms of my eyes. Do you know what I mean?
Of course, you can see mine from afar. I have thick and dark eyelashes. I'm sorry.
Men.
This shit is not true. Even the brows. Look at that corner.
I'm just...
What?
70s the last few days. Really? I feel like this is one step for mankind, or whatever the quote is.
One small step for mankind. One small step for man. One giant leap for mankind.
Or do you mean women? Really? I don't know.
Humanity.
Humanity.
Oh, the humanity. Heady voices.
Nearly got in the car and headed up to Lake Huron. Oh, Lord. Yeah. I missed there and, Port Huron? Is that the name of it? They have really pretty, city, houses, and it's just a nice place. And then, Frankenmuth. You would like Frankenmuth. Oh, Lord. Some of the restaurants in Frankenmuth are just not even right.
I got confused. We used to have a family tradition where we take a trip to DC. And one year we went to DC, snowing, right? And we went a little bit further north the next day to visit family in Maine. And it wasn't snowing.
That's weird. It seems like it would have been snowing. Yeah. Snow is weird. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Frankenmuth was a place we used to go to quite often, and then, there were some other places I can't remember. I remember being terrified of the Sarnia Bridge.
The Narnia Bridge?
Sarnia.
I'm making it up.
I could be wrong about the name of that, though.
The thick dark eyelashes. Dang, not fair.
Yeah. Yeah. It is not fair.
Imagine if I did have a mascara, though.
I'm just
Just how
saying,
much my eyes would pop.
you would be able to fly away with your eyelashes. That's what would happen. Like,
Some people's eyelashes and eyebrows like match the natural hair color, especially if they're blonde.
yeah,
What's your thing?
my hair is going gray. Like, I need to dye my hair again. So my eyebrows are just, it looks like I don't even have eyebrows, actually. So,
And if you're just the way you are. You
Well,
don't have makeup.
yeah, no, I need my eyebrows done. I can't be, nope. Hi,
Hey,
baby.
baby.
What you doing? Oh, okay. Okay. I was just in Frankenmuth Sunday. Oh, man, I kind of miss Frankenmuth. That one restaurant, I forget the name of it now.
The mascot is back.
There's the restaurant with the clock, and then there's the other one across the street. Oh my God, we used to eat so much food when we go to Frankenmuth that I just roll out to the car. Like, it was just so much good food. Lord. Frankenmuth is an interesting place. It's like you're in Germany or something. It's like a touristy Germany. But
What's that?
That's a vape.
that is for grown-ups.
Yes. Oh, maybe Daddy can take it.
Yeah, Daddy got it. Yeah.
Yes, Daddy got it.
She needs a B-A-T-H.
Mm-hmm. And then EIAPR.
Yep. All right, y'all. We're gonna get going. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
So sweet, baby. But tomorrow, what is it we're talking about tomorrow? The makeup.
Oh, you're doing your makeup on stream.
Yeah, we'll talk about something else too while I'm doing that. But probably forced defeminization and all of that. I don't have a lot of makeup that I can use, but we'll work with what we have. So Elsa,
Hi, everyone.
Elsa, if you're here, sending you hugs and love and light and all that good stuff. And we're gonna have a video for you tomorrow.
Mommy.
So, buddy.
Everyone likes you.
Okay, just a minute. I'm gonna get off the stream in just a sec, okay? And then we can cuddle on the couch. Alright?
With some pictures.
Oh, okay. Alright. Remember you have the Bavarian Inn, right? Oh Lord, now I'm
hungry.
I'm starving now. I was not hungry before. Jesus. Alright, remember you have the right to say no.
Hey.
Your no should be respected, and if your no is not respected, cut that idiot out of your life.
Bye, Felicia.
Just like that. Xander's is across the street. I don't know which one is better, actually. I just remember liking them both. But, alright, y'all. Oh, by the way, baby girl loves those videos, Sherry. She's kind of hooked on them, too. So, pictures. Let me say bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Alright, y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Bye.
Okay, Dad. Bye, Dad.